Alright, hello, welcome back. Today we're talking about the Ancient Faction, and we have them right here. So, we have a Shield Bearer, a very strong shield unit, obviously. The Sarissa Spearman, Pikeman, whatever you want to call him. He's got a big old spear, nice range. The Hoplite, small shield, small spear. Like a worse combination of these two guys, the Sarissa and the Shield Bearer. The Snake Archer, it's an interesting unit. Okay, it's horrible, but it's interesting. The Ballista, an siege weapon that used to be pretty good. Although with the addition of the cannon, now its usefulness is doubtful. The Minotaur, a fast charging tanky unit, pretty good. And then Zeus, decent health now, and really good group damage. So yeah, there's all the units. So we'll go over the Shield Bearer first. So basically, it does what it says, right? It's a shield unit. It's really good at blocking some projectiles. It doesn't block most gunpowder. Most gunpowder can go through it. Actually, all gunpowder can go through it, but not all of it harms units when it goes through. Okay, I don't know. These guys are not showcasing their talents very well. Come on, guys. You're better than this. But yeah, they're a much better unit than the Protector for only a little bit more. There you go. And my favorite thing to do is with the Sarissas, the next unit, is do something like this. Oh yeah. Wow, doesn't that look intimidating? You know what? You are a failure, okay? Alright, yes, so Shield Bearer, really good shield unit, especially for its price. And so the Sarissa has a long reach and quite a lot of damage. A good anti-cav, at least that's what it's supposed to be good for. I mean, they take a lot of losses, but you know what? Never mind. What? Not even an anti-cav. Well, you know what? They're good against literally most other melee units, especially things like squires, because they can always like hit first, and then they take out the majority of them, like that. So they're pretty good. Their big weakness is leaping units, like the Berserker. Oh, I forgot to rate the Shield Bearer. Definitely an A in my book. Obviously, I put a lot of Berserkers here, but just to illustrate how the spears are really unwieldy, and so it's hard for them to turn around and attack. And once the unit's getting close, the spears actually back up, but they're really slow backing up, so it often doesn't work. So yeah, Sarissa, pretty good in formation. However, they suffer quite a lot. They have pretty good counters, right? So I'd rate them probably B. You know, not bad, not horrible. The next is the Hoplite. So Hoplite is okay, right? I mean, it does okay. It does okay in both respects, right? It's okay at blocking arrows, and it's okay with some. It has like some reach. A unit that I would compare it to is the Brawler, which also has a small shield and then a secondary weapon. Except the Brawler's a little more expensive. We can see that the Brawlers destroy the Hoplites for only 40 more. I mean, there's not even a competition. And it's hard for me to tell. Let me see, actually. Wait, no. Don't fight. Stop. We're all friends here. Let me see something real quick. I don't know. I think they're around the same size shield. Actually, no. Okay, this one looks a little bigger, and it doesn't have like a cutout here. He suffers a little bit from range, but I'd say Brawler's definitely a better unit. Especially he can tank. I think a Brawler can tank an arrow, so that's pretty good. We'll see. Okay. Shield OP. Put one over here. Oh no, he can't. Okay, so I don't know if Brawler's that much better than a Hoplite, but in Melee they definitely are. Even with the Hoplite, slightly better reach. So yeah, Hoplite, definitely not a great unit. I'd say probably around C tier. It can wreck basic Melee units, sort of. But like not really. It's not even really good at that. So definitely meh. That's what a Hoplite is. It's meh. If you want a cool looking formation, just do a Phalanx, and then you don't need a Hoplite. Oh yes, all right. Talking about a seriously bad unit, the Snake Archer. Holy crap! What a terrible unit. He has such a long reload. He's like the Scarecrow and the Clam. He spawns like little minions, except the minion is so bad it often gets stuck in walls or the ground. And he only shoots one. I mean, he's only $300, but is he really worth it? Definitely not. Sometimes you can use him, but most of the time there are better options. So yeah, definitely a D or an F tier for Snake Archer. Not a really good unit. The next is the Ballista, which is a really fun unit. No, but they're actually I'd say they're pretty fun. I like the Ballista. It does really good damage. However, you just saw its weakness. The people with the OP armor, the Hay Baler, the Cactus, and then the Blunderbuss. Well, that's its problem, as they can all tank a Ballista Bolt as long as it hits their armor. But otherwise, shields won't block a Ballista Bolt. It can do AoE damage, but it's mostly single unit, right? It's mostly like single unit damage, like against a King or a Zeus or a Knight or something. Yeah, so it's okay for what it does. That has a pretty long reload. Whoa, stop. But you know what? I'd say it's probably B tier. I mean, there are ways that it can be used, where it's effective. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's C tier quite yet, but a cannon can do the job better. So yes, this is the next unit, the Minotaur. A really good charging attack, decent damage. He's a good tank. He can tank a lot of damage, even without a shield or something like the OP armor. So yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, what is this? He can. You're telling me this guy can't beat 6 squires? Did I see that right? Oh my gosh. Is the Minotaur just bad now? Holy cow. I think he's a pretty good unit. Obviously you use him with support. But is he really this bad? Was that a fluke? Oh my gosh. That would, like, what is he at now? Oh gosh. Okay, so maybe not as good as I once thought he was. Never mind. Well, it's kind of disappointing. I think he may just be a little too tall. Alright. Oh well, I thought he was a good unit. He's mostly just good for breaking formations. Like if we do something like this, he'll break the formation with his charge. But then, I guess, why wouldn't you just use a knight or like a cav unit that can do the job better? So I'm actually gonna go down on my previous rating. I think he's definitely a C tier now. That display against the Squires was disappointing. Obviously, you lost here. More expensive than him, and spears are good against this kind of unit. Yes. Alright, so our last unit, Old Zeus. He used to be really squishy, but now he actually has a decent amount of health, and he does insane group damage. However, he's not going to do as good against something like a Jarl or a King or a Minotaur, the Giants, the Mammoth, things with a lot of health. Yes, he'll eventually kill this guy just because of the knockback. But honestly, he's not that good against single target units. and that's not what you're gonna want to use him for. Definitely like against squishy grouped units. Um, so that's what he's good for. I definitely rate him probably a B, maybe even an A. There just really have to be quite a lot of squishy units for him to make his mark on the world, you know. So yeah, that would conclude our review of the Ancient Faction. I'd probably say that overall they're a B. They're a solid faction. So yeah, thank you for watching and adios.